Across multiple continents, investors and dealers are reporting a sudden, synchronized silver shortage. In South Africa, the Rand refinery has officially announced it is sold out. In Canada, major retailers including Costco and even the Royal Canadian Mint have depleted their silver stock. In the United Kingdom, leading bullion sites such as gold.co.uk are showing the same warning banners: awaiting stock or create stock alert. 1 kilo silver coins, a staple for British investors, are completely unavailable, with customers asked to register for alerts when inventory returns. Quote, "This is not isolated," said one London dealer. "There are no 250-gram bars left and allocations are being rationed. What we have now might be the last available batch for weeks." And I have a little feeling that this is only going to get worse on a global scale. Everyone wants a slice of the silver pie, but there simply is not enough pie to go around. First and foremost, welcome. Thank you for tuning into your daily silver news. My name is Silver Slayer, and if you want the latest information on what's happening across the globe and how that affects the price of precious metals, make sure you click subscribe. Also, I want to throw this in real quick. My campaign for my GoFundMe and my custody battle, a father fighting for his daughter, is still live. We are nearing the goal. So, if you wanted to donate, I will post the link in the description. I appreciate everyone, even just those that are, sending their prayers. It's very stressful. But you guys have had my back, and that's helped a lot mentally for me. I could focus on what I need to without having to worry about that part, because it is extremely expensive. So, I'll throw that in there. You don't have to if you're kind enough and wanting to help me out. It's in there. So let's talk about this article from jpost.com, which is the Jerusalem Post. We're also going to cover this article where Mike Maloney's talking about a silver squeeze 2025, the 45-year chart pointing towards triple digits. There's a common denominator through a lot of these articles, and they're finally mentioning the shortage. You could even see right here, silver shortage hits the UK. I won't even show the tweet. Dealers are out of stock. Demand soaring while supply runs dry. Is this the start of a global silver squeeze? And it definitely is. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that we are going to see a lot of websites, a lot of places just scrambling to find silver, and those who do find it are going to have to set higher prices. But the problem's not going to lie within people not willing to pay higher prices. The problem is going to lie with people not being able to acquire it, period, even if they were willing to pay the higher prices. People are going to go to the local coin shops, and they're going to clean them out, wipe them out. Everyone is going to be trying to get their hands on silver, but it's going to be impossible, which is why you should be contacting companies like Miles Franklin, building a business relationship with us, because Andy Scheckman is the CEO. He has more connections in the game than anyone else. So I promise you, we're going to be one of the last companies standing in terms of being able to find silver. There's a reason why billionaires buy $55 million orders off Andy, because nobody else can fill an order that large. Nobody else knows where to find 900,000 eagles and over 100,000 ounces in junk silver. No, Andy could pull that off, but no one else really can. That's why Miles Franklin is a very important company to build a business relationship with. Send an email, info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. Not for my sake, for your own, right? Get to know the brokers, get to know them, build that relationship, because I promise you it's going to start to get very hard to acquire silver. So anyways, let's go into this Jerusalem Post article a little deeper. So a repeat of 2008. Who opened his bullion business in 2005 and witnessed the 2008 metal shortage firsthand sees troubling similarities. Quote, "When supply ran dry back then, dealers went on allocation. Small shops like mine could get only a few percent of normal supply," he explained. Quote, "At one point, I had nothing left to sell but kilo bars of gold." See, that's insane, right? And they're about to mention something that I have firsthand experience with. Check this out. He recalls a time when 100-ounce silver bars sold for more than double spot prices and silver eagles on eBay commanded 300% premiums, a scenario that may not be too far off today. I don't know if you guys were around back in February of 2021 during the Wall Street silver movement, but silver's sitting around $25-$30 and people are paying $50+ for an ounce of silver on Amazon and eBay, and they were selling like hotcakes. That's a prime example of when demand runs dry, or when supply runs dry and demand is still there, they're going to set prices higher. That's low supply, high demand pushes the price up. Maybe not spot price, but the price regardless. And I mean, who could say, like back in the day, I so vividly remember this in like 2021 or 2020. I don't know if it was Citibank or Bank of America, but they called for like $50 silver, and they were very confident in that forecast. Well, the end of the year came and everyone's like, well, it didn't hit $50. I'm like, actually, they were right. Silver didn't hit $50 back then in 2021. But the majority of people that bought silver paid $50 per ounce. So even if spot price technically didn't hit $50, they were right because silver was selling for $50 an ounce and people were buying it like hotcakes. So were they truly wrong? Just because people assumed they meant spot price, what's the difference? I mean, if you have to pay $50 for an ounce, whether it's spot price or not, you're still paying $50 for the ounce. That's semantic. That's just words. Just because it's not spot price, if you still have to pay that, that's the price you pay. So, I mean, and today, I could only imagine this getting way worse because this is a natural silver squeeze, not just a systemic squeeze between a couple of Redditors that made a whole bunch of money off of GameStop and AMC. This is a real silver squeeze that's going to last, and we're seeing a lot of markets. Silver outperformed not only gold but Bitcoin this year, with Bitcoin's incredible run. So spot prices diverge from reality. The current market imbalance is causing an unusual divergence between spot prices and physical prices, a phenomenon that occurs when futures trading no longer reflects actual demand. Quote, silver is no longer following spot, said Maloney, is becoming unaffordium, or unobtainium, like John Forrest Little says. You know, it's going to be both, unaffordium and unobtainium. Producers turn into the consumers, and the consumers turn into the producers. All right? The people like you and I that want the silver will be able to sell it to the people that need the silver, right? We don't need it. We are not making iPhones or AI chips or EVs. They need it. And if you want the newest, latest iPhone to come out next year, you better hope that they're willing to pay any price, right? I mean, we are in a unique situation since a lot of us do own a lot of silver and it's so scarce and such an important thing. It's not like gold where people just kind of want it for royalty. They actually need silver to make the world go round, right? We have, like, UK has the new mandated solar roofs. Every single roof in the UK is going to be solar. Like, so regardless of what silver's price is, they have to pay the price because that's what they're doing. Silvers and PV cells, photovoltaics. And this is actually a 4-ounce Uzi. This is pure silver. I forget who made it, but yeah, this thing is so cool, so detailed. But yeah, 4 ounces of silvers in this bad boy. I got it off someone on eBay, but yeah, this thing is so cool. I love that. So yeah, anyways, data from Bullion Star, a major Singapore-based dealer, reveals that buyers now outnumber sellers by a ratio of 3-1, with September marking one of the strongest months for precious metals purchases this year. Central banks quietly buying silver. Adding to the pressure, central banks, longtime buyers of gold, have reportedly begun accumulating silver as well. Analysts suggest that Russia and several other Asian countries are exploring silver as a strategic monetary asset amid increasing distrust in Western fiat currencies. Yeah, Russia recently added silver to their central bank buying balance sheet. So Russia's also buying silver. Russia completely cut ties with the dollar, right? Russia does not use the dollar at all anymore. So the silver squeeze extends to even paper silver markets. Financial analyst Bob Coleman recently reported the borrowing fee to short SLV, the major silver ETF, nearly tripled in a week, with 0 shares available to borrow as of October 7th. Quote, the system is being squeezed from all sides, Coleman noted. When ETF liquidity dries up and no physical metals available, volatility follows, often violently. Remember, 90% of the movement happens the last 10% of the leg. A wake-up call. Despite record prices, demand for physical silver remains relentless. As Maloney warns, you can print dollars, you can't print silver. With supply chains faltering and institutional players competing with private investors for the last available ounces, the global silver shortage may not just be a market story, it could be a monetary turning point. Yeah, folks. There's a reason why my name is Silver Slayer and not Gold Guy or not Bitcoin Boy. There's a reason why my new book that's coming out is called Silver is the New Gold. Not gold is the new silver. Not Bitcoin is the new gold. My book is called Silver is the New Gold. And that is because of all of these reasons that we're talking about why silver's outperforming every other asset this year. Gold is still great. Gold still has its place, but silver's doing something very special right now, and I hope you all are paying attention. If you guys want to see just how phenomenal silver is performing right now, check this out. It was up to $51.14 earlier today. All-time highs hit yesterday and today. Both yesterday and today, silver all-time highs. Actually, the high is 51.24 that was hit today. I don't know if you guys can see right here my cursor. It says H 51.24. Current is 49.61. That's where the C stands for current. 49.61. High 51.24. Set today, October 10th, 2025. We will be reading about this in history books, folks. So yeah. That's what's going on right now. Go check out the video I posted last night. It's very important. Kind of further, I guess I dive a little deeper into, the record, these records and these, I guess, all-time highs and what's causing it and if it's going to stay. So I highly recommend you check that out. This, further goes into the shortage and where I've mainly came from when I've been calling for silver to explode in the year 2025 to 26. It was because of the silver shortage. I was one of the first people, if not the first or second, because David Morgan was truly the first. I was probably the second person on YouTube that truly was talking about a silver shortage way, way, way back in the day. But people thought when I said that they thought, oh, I could still go on APMEX in 2019 and buy an Eagle. That's not what I meant. I meant this. This is what I meant. See this right here? This is what I meant when I talked about a silver shortage, folks. I wasn't talking about not being able to go on APMEX and buy your coins in 2019. I meant this, and I knew this was happening at this time by now, 2025 to 26. You could still sweep this type of stuff under the rug the past couple of years, but doing the math, looking at things realistically, logically, and rationally, by now, it would crumble, right? Silver plays too important of a role, especially since we marked the Green New Deal back then, and we didn't even really start the Green New Deal back then. I was like, by now we'll be deep enough into the Green New Deal, we'll be deep enough in this new green era, the lack of silver we have, it's all going to start coming together now, and I was right. But yeah. Anyways, folks, I love you all. Go check out the video I posted last night. If you want to donate to the GoFundMe, I would really appreciate it. I met with my lawyer this morning with my family, and it helps so much knowing that like I'm able to afford to do that. That I can go speak to him and get stuff for a couple hours, you know, that costs a couple $1,000 or 1,000. I think we met for like an hour and a half today, so almost $1,000 right there. But I have the GoFundMe, so and everything's in an account, so I can focus on what I need to focus on and not how I'm gonna get the money to pay for it. So, it really helps me out. I love you all so so much. You guys are seriously, the best ever, and no amount of words can thank you. Like nothing, no amount of words can explain the gratitude someone has when you're helping them out with their child. So yeah. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys later today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. I post 2 times a day, noon and 6 p.m. So I will see you in 6 hours from now if you're viewing this video right when it drops at noon. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.